Danny Gokey live in studio with us right now. Brother, thanks for coming in.
What a pleasure it is to be here with you guys and hang with y'all.
Do you mind if we take some phone calls?
Let me pray about it. Yes.
All right, spring it on him. Hey, Christy, welcome to Frank, Starlene, and Hudson in the Morning. What's your question for Danny Gokey?
Good morning. Yeah, I do. I just want to know what his experience was like on American Idol.
Well, that's a good question.
All right, so it was different than most people because I was walking through loss, but it was the best experience that I could walk through. Trust me, I did not want to go on American Idol that year, but American Idol had an age limit, 28, and then I made a promise to my wife who had just passed a month earlier, and so I was like, I don't want to go, but thank God for good church folk that was, my pastor, and he was like, you need to do it. And I found hope in one of the oddest places called Hollywood. And what's so interesting is that I do this show. It's the largest platform of all time music, 30 million viewers a night.
Whoa.
Signed my first record label and get dropped a year after. Let me tell you this. You know what was a funny part about, you get dropped, but people know who your name is and that you don't got music out. People would come up to you, oh my goodness, Danny Gokey. These little Gokey. And I loved you on the show. You know what? It's so good you didn't win, darling. You didn't have to get stuck in those contracts. And I'm looking at them thinking in my brain, like, that's the whole point I went on the show.
Like,
I wanted a contract.
I wanted it stuck.
And I couldn't keep a contract. But the good news is this, and this is hope for people. It's simply like this. American Idol couldn't build me. I couldn't build me. But 5 years after American Idol, 5.5 years after American Idol, I released my first song. And trust me, this record label that I did sign with, it was BMG out of New York. They told my manager convinced this record label to sign me. And here's what the guy said. He said, I don't know why I'm signing this Danny Gokey kid, but I feel like I'm supposed to. And then he finishes with this. He says, please don't make me lose any money. At least make me break even. That was his hope. And like Dumb and Dumber, I'm like, Jim Carrey, so you're saying I have a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
And so I went. And Hope in Front of Me came out. That song has almost gone gold. Tell Your Heart to Beat Again. Or Haven't Seen It Yet's gone gold. And Haven't Seen It Yet is close to, Tell Your Heart to Beat Again is close to platinum. Jesus People, which is I got my manager here. What number record is this for me? I don't know. It seems like number 5. It's my 4th record.
Wow.
Not including my Christmas records, and Jesus People's Off with a Blast. We hit number 1 on the spot last week.
Go.
It's an English-Spanish album, mostly English. But anyways, like, what a cool story. I had to stand in faith. I had to walk by faith.
But see, somebody needs to hear that right now because there's a truck driver right now, and there's a school teacher who's running a little behind, or an electrician, and they're going, man, if God could do it for him, he could do it for me.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm ready for my next step, and God's just saying, be faithful where you're at.
Amen to that.
That's exactly right. So you have to just be, I remember listen, did you guys know I was a semi-truck driver?
Are you for real?
I drove a semi-truck. I was a terrible semi-truck driver, but nevertheless I did.
We're glad you got off the road.
Thank the Lord you can sing, man.
It's surprising that I'm alive, and my semi didn't make it.
Wow. Are you serious?
Well, I got a few bangers with it, but I got out, but I would sing a lot. You know it's bad news when you're singing so loud from your semi-truck, you look over and someone puts the window up next to you.
I don't believe
Literally,
that.
that's happened.